And I had to mute. Send it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Bengals hit 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend on because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 24. They begin the drive with Williams. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Now Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go. These two teams all tied after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 32 that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Oh, he fakes a spike, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DJ Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rush. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow looking to pass, being chased out left. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep them from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Burrow with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
What are you guys doing?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Play action. It's Burrow. And it's caught. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Burrow will throw. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the 5, 3rd, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and going into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it, try and get some points. The old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Yeah, we could see points the other way here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway from the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. This will be fielded at the 17. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive will start with an option going left. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Baron Browning charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Burrow now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Here we go. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. Going with their tight end on 4th. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. And a gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for him.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Back to throw. Wilson.
Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Here's Burrow.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Here we go. 11 MT pace. 11 MT pace.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Joe Burrow, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they head into this 4th quarter advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now Burrow loses the football.
It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they go play action now. Burrow. He gets it left side to Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Up the middle, Johnson.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. So this one in the